Why are you assuming?
Because you said
Because I said yes.
no. Because you saying yes is a lie.
I've just been encouraged to lie. What we doing it? what we
Oh, so you're
doing
not
it?
gonna send them?
What I tell her is what I tell her. What I tell you,
Damn.
I'm gonna
Can you imagine?
uphold that. You know, it's different over here, innit?
No.
This guy is diabolical.
Hey,
Diabolical.
CeeCee's livid. The side eye she is giving you.
It's okay.
Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
When there's Casper here in this place, you will know.
Cousin Zori? Wait, Casper the Ghost, right?
but they say Kapiakwa.
You're actually an idiot.
Oh my goodness.
All right, guys. Again, right? Every single time on this amazing platform, we have the best guests. Today is no different. Today we're joined by a woman who is redefining what confidence, strength, and movement look like. She began her pole journey back in 2019. Started dancing in hills by 2023 and spent the last 2 years performing, competing across the country, leaving audiences amazed. You know what I'm saying? Last year, she became a pole instructor to fill a gap that she saw in the industry, the lack of plus-size representation. She now runs dedicated plus-size pole classes, creating safe, empowering spaces for plus-size individuals who often feel excluded from mainstream studios. Her mission is simple: challenge stereotypes, break boundaries, and show that pole is for every woman and everybody. Please welcome CeeCee, guys.
Come on. Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya?
Hey.
Come on.
Good morning. How are you?
Morning. It's been a very interesting morning. Yeah, a very interesting morning. I'm awake. Awake.
This is what we do here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, afterwards, you're going to subscribe and tune in every single day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
100.
All right. So, obviously, I've given you the intro, yeah? But how would you describe yourself so that people who are listening can, get to know CeeCee?
Well, I've come a long way. A very, very long way. So, like you mentioned, I started pole just before COVID. And it was in fact, it wasn't at one of my lowest points in life, but it was at a point where I wanted a change. And the change was part of a lifestyle change, not necessarily to try something new, but health-wise, I was sick and tired of taking out gym memberships, cancelling, sometimes going, maybe doing a day pass, maybe going on someone's guest pass. There was nothing consistent. So it was a healthcare professional that suggested trying aerial arts. So I'm
Okay.
like, well, aerial arts, like you want me to run away with a circus or something like that? But no, looking into it, it was things like trapeze, things like aerial silks. So Googling all these studios in and around London to see what's on offer, prices, etc., etc. And I found a studio in North London that offered a range of things just on a whim. I didn't do too much research in and out. Went to a couple classes and it pretty much took off from there. But I guess as we go further into what I've got to talk about, I can go into some of the ins and outs. But that was the crux of my journey. It was suggested to me to try something different if I want to strengthen and tone. Okay, let me go back a bit. Trigger warning.
Trigger warning, guys.
Trigger warning. It wasn't just a healthcare professional. I suffered multiple miscarriages from 2012, and it was multiple healthcare professionals that suggested doing something to improve my health. If it isn't necessarily the gym, something else, yoga, Pilates, swimming. And I tried a range of things, and nothing stuck, nothing that I could be consistent with, enjoy, until I found this aerial art studio. I find it this easier to talk about now, even though it took me like 5 minutes to get it out. But everyone's journey is different, and I'm still coming to terms with my own journey. But that's it. That is it.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, man.
Definitely
I'm sorry to hear that as well, man.
So yeah, it took off from there. And if I could tell you the amount of stories I've heard of women that look like me, even men that look a similar physique to myself, the amount of stories that everyone's shared with me, some have gone through similar situations with miscarriage, some had eating disorders. There have been things such as DVSA, why what has contributed to the excess weight gain, and then their reasons for venturing into the pole avenue. But yeah, that's where it all started. That is where it started.
So it's almost like a safe haven sort of thing where people can come and, I don't know, with different struggles, but also not necessarily have a struggle, but just come and get some sort of, I don't know, like relief and an escape. You know what I'm saying? And just
Absolutely.
improve certain areas of their life.
Absolutely, absolutely. So where I said I didn't do too much research into the studio that I first started at in North London, the thing is with pole, I've learned that you don't know what you don't know. So I started at the studio and I had been there for years and years and years and knew nothing really about the world of pole because this studio was quite tucked away. We knew each other, but we didn't know about the pole industry as such. We didn't know about choreography classes or the sexier side of pole. It was very pole fitness. And I think there is that division in pole where you have some studios that find the balance between the choreography side, the sexier side, and the pole fitness side. The studio that I was at the time, 2019, post-COVID, was predominantly pole fitness. So that's all that I knew. And that was my safe haven. As time's gone on, and I've now ventured to other studios, and I've delved into the realms of the sexier side of pole, I've got new safe havens now. There's now this emerging community of plus-size polers. We build in this community, and now when I find myself in a setting with them, that's my safe space.
Yeah.
So there's so many subcultures now that are growing from the industry. But yeah, in essence, for me personally, just pole itself is my safe haven. It's cheap in the therapy. At least it once was. But yeah, it is my safe place.
Firstly, again, thank you for sharing what you shared already. Very brave of you. And like I was saying to everybody before, it's going to be a powerful conversation because there's so many things you're talking about that I had no idea about. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, like you said, you don't know what you don't know. So what sort of misconceptions did you yourself have about pole before you got into it?
Okay, so like I said, it was suggested by healthcare professionals. I knew about the clubs. You've got strippers in clubs and things like that, but I didn't know the association with pole at the time.
Yeah.
And like I said, my studio was very pole fitness, very trick heavy. The element of sexuality and sensuality wasn't really embedded or ingrained into that studio at the time. We're now more encouraged, and I say we, as within the pole industry, to acknowledge, pay homage to the origins of pole, which derived from the clubs. And I learnt this over time.
Yeah.
And that came through me having to educate myself through social media, other pole stars or strippers, explaining and educating me on the origins of pole. Now, and I a foundational part of me in my classes and teaching, my students will vouch for this, is that in that first lesson, we go through this. We talk about inclusivity, we talk about diversity, and we talk about the origins of pole because I want them to have that same respect. It doesn't mean they're coming to these classes because one day they want to get up and throw it back on a stage. It doesn't mean that they might want to, but it's to get them to acknowledge and pay respect to the founders of this industry, the people who made it what it is today. Whether that's them climbing up and doing a nice trick or, doing a nice body wave around the pole, it came from where it came from. So I make that paramount in the classes that this is where it comes from. Although it took me, I'd say, years until I was fully educated on the origins. it may have made me ignorant to it when I first started.
But that's like with everybody and everything, though, isn't it? Like nobody goes into something knowing it all. That's part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a beautiful thing that you've obviously learned those things and really kind of want to impart that to other people as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think there's anything wrong about that. You did mention about how there seemed to be like a boom towards pole during COVID, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think that was the case? Was it just
Boredom.
boredom? Okay.
boredom.
Cool.
Boredom. A lot of studios had closed, like the gyms and a lot of the fitness industry. I was talking to you earlier about a girl who I discovered over this period who was streaming from her house, and I was obsessed. I'd only just gotten into pole before the studios closed, and then all of a sudden live streaming is this thick black woman in her house in London doing these incredible things. And I was like, yeah, I want to be like her when I grow up. So as soon as the studios, I'd obviously be following her throughout COVID, and then after COVID, found her on Instagram. I found out some of her accolades and things she'd done, and this is where I guess my research and education started, because I'm seeing people now like me that are doing this, whereas before all I knew was my studio and the tricks and the power and the until I started seeing new things online. I think that's when I made an Instagram account. I was doing pole for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years before I even made an Instagram account. So yeah, I don't know if we can say her name. I won't say her name, but
Wait, is it the same person that we know?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Public, no?
Yeah, 100%.
Hooray.
Big up to Talifa,
Talifa.
man.
Come on.
Yeah, I was just chatting to her. Fun,
Okay.
yeah. I was saying that obviously one of her students is basically on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's,
Didn't
I
you
think
do a
she's
music
actually...
video with her?
Yes. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
This goes back many years, man.
Yeah,
Big up to
yeah.
Talifa every single time.
100%.
In
Sorry.
fact... Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah. So how big is the actual industry?
In the UK,
Yeah, in the UK.
it's growing. Meaning there is not one corner of London I can't find or point you to a studio in. Again, subcultures. We have Asians. We have Southeast Asians. We've got
Right.
Brazilian.
Are they
Culturally,
allowed to do that? Did it? Never
they're
mind.
some of the baddest in the game. Let me tell you that.
Come on.
They are. But it is big. But I think you have to be in it to know. But the way things are happening now, I wouldn't say it was taboo, but you wouldn't see it as open. Like where I now teach in South London, there's a whole picture of me in the window that the studio put up, and I'm like, maybe 3 or 5 years ago, you wouldn't have seen this. The studio, it doesn't even have a name on the window, but you know what's going on in there by the publicity outside. It's growing. It is definitely growing.
Okay. So with your specific brand, I guess, is it only just for plus size women to just attend, or it's just any if you're interested, it piques your interest, you can go?
I love this question, and thank you for asking. So, at the moment, in one particular studio, it is just plus size classes
Come on.
that I am catering to.
Okay.
And I want to talk about that in a bit more detail as to why.
I'm here for it.
However,
Yeah.
because it is controversial.
Mm.
It is controversial, and I've read a lot of things as to why people will now feel excluded if I make classes specific to one body type. Well, what about the skinny girls, and what about the... I'll get onto that in a second. But where I teach in West London, again, it's a little sprout off of my original studio in North London, and I teach everybody. And I'll start with that. When I qualified last year, my goal was always just to teach plus size. Like, this is me. This is the body I've lived in. I'm best suited to teach people like me. And there was a lot of imposter syndrome in that realm alone, to me, to accept that slimmer people would want to learn from me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
However, when I qualified, the first person that asked me for a private session, a one-to-one, was one of my friends from my original pole studio, slim Asian girl, power polar. She incredible, way beyond my ability. But she asked me, she was like, Shan, would you do a private with me? Like, I was like, oh, shut up. Like, what are you talking about me? I thought she was taking a mic. I couldn't fathom, and I fobbed it off. And she booked the studio, and a week later, we were there doing a one-to-one. And it wasn't trick space, it was choreo. And it kind of brought this realization to myself that, okay, maybe it's just because she's your friend, maybe not, but she's learning from you. And I've got like the clips on my phone of where she started in this particular flow routine we had to where I managed to get her to. And I think that was kind of my kickstart to like, whoa, you can actually do this for all bodies. Whereas I just wanted to cater to one type. But yeah, at the studio that I'm at in West London, I do choreography classes for all. And I'll be honest, since I've been there, I am the biggest girl in that room. And the classes are full and the girls are still coming and they enjoy it. And it warms me.
Yeah.
However, in South London now, just plus size classes, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And old me might have, even just a few months ago, shied away from having this conversation if someone said, oh, well, why would you do just plus size classes? And even though I know that's what I want to do, I wouldn't want to entertain the conversation because, oh, cancel culture this and da-da-da. Now I am happy to say it with chest. I am so happy to say it with chest that I teach plus size classes. I want to teach plus size classes.
Come on.
I had a situation, the eye opener was very recent, in fact. 30th of December, my last class of last year, I had a situation where the class was overbooked. And the two that were on the waiting list didn't realize they were on the waiting list. So I had the whole class turn up and the waiting list. And it got a bit hostile when I told some people that they could sit down and watch. Because I was under the impression that they knew they were on the wait list but still just turned up. So I said, you can watch. And they're like, they got up. I'm like, what do you mean we can watch? We're in the class. It got hostile. They ended up leaving. And then I had to kind of work out afterwards why the situation was what it was. So they explained, they said, look, CeeCee, we came to your class. We've been coming for months and months and months. You've got these girls who are now in your class, and they're not even plus size. And this was the main thing. These girls that had come on, maybe just for convenience of the time of the class, they'd booked on, got the space before my kind of OG, yeah. So I spoke to the studio owner. And I said, look, we need to look at the bio for this class. Like, the wording is clearly ambiguous. And language is a big important thing in this industry. I said, we can't put mid-size, we can't put curvy, we can't put things that are ambiguous. Like, it's going to be plus size pole. Like, it's just going to be that BBW, whatever you want to call it. We can't leave room for doubt because my girls are losing their safe space. And they voiced that to me. They said, look, we came and even if we were in the class, we'd still want to leave. So at this point, and I got a bit emotional when I was having this conversation, I was like, they actually really appreciate being in a class, learning with people that look like them. And this was my exact experience when I started, but I didn't even know. I didn't know that I didn't feel comfortable in the classes that I was going to because I didn't know what I didn't know. Now, in my own classes, I'm seeing the beautiful, supportive and empowering atmosphere and the feeling of being able to have this relatable experience. It's something that I now know like I've got to carry on with this. Like this is working and this is needed. So that's why I say, now I can say it with chest that I'm doing plus size classes. There is a market for it and it's working. It's working. I've got now 2 sold out courses.
Come on.
Yeah, it wasn't 1, it was 2, by the way.
See what I'm saying?
2. I did 2 taster classes last weekend before I even left the studio. The first course is sold out, so they open another and the second one. So you're going to see big things, literally and figuratively, like, honestly. But I am an all-rounder, clearly, because I'm doing it for all bodies.
Well, funny enough, we do have a video. Brent, if you don't mind playing the first video. So this is basically just a little clip of basically how it is in the studio, pretty much, right? Obviously, I'll let you kind of narrate it, but...
Yeah, so this is actually Train the Trainer, a workshop that I was invited to host in East London in November.
Okay.
So this is a studio. These are all the instructors of that studio learning about how to coach, how to instruct plus size learners.
Okay.
You got treats on the floor there?
Amen. It ain't a fat girl party if you ain't got drinks.
But saying that though, you just said they're learning how to instruct plus size women. Is that in itself controversial? Where it's like somebody who's not plus size trying to teach somebody who is?
Again, a very, very pertinent question.
Is that a man?
Yes, there is indeed.
Oh, sweet.
Now, there's one of me.
Yeah.
I do know a good few plus size instructors in the UK and the US, but we are very few.
Yeah.
And in comparison to the amount of studios and accessibility to get to these studios, instructors who are currently instructing are going to need to be able to safely and effectively support bigger learners if they're coming to their studios. Yeah. So anyone who would argue that plus size learners have to be taught by plus size instructors is fundamentally wrong. Okay. Because it is not feasible. So this was groundbreaking for me, having a studio invite me, because they want to learn. They want to be educated on what they can do. Because like I said, I'm a clear out in West, they're clear out in East, but they've got girls coming that need support.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, when the track dropped.
Yeah, you don't have to leave it paused there.
They don't look plus size.
Oh,
in
sorry.
There,
Let's move anyway.
they don't look plus size in
They are
they're
those are
not.
the instructors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a video
on
of
the
you
South Road.
doing a routine or something?
There should be on my TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah, let's go to the all right, I'll send
Very much.
the link's in there.
The what? Instagram?
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So we can pick one from there. But yeah, like you
Are
sorry,
you
go on.
sure you don't want to send me what you want me to yeah.
Do you want to pick a particular one?
All right.
I mean,
Send it to Emmanuel.
okay.
Thank
you very much.
I mean, like I said, that was groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Well done.
Because I have invested so much into pole since the start of my journey, whether that be classes, privates, clothing, things where I tell the girls all the time, I made all the mistakes so that you don't have to.
Yeah.
I go through educating them on brands, grip aids, and that's on top of the actual teaching itself. I give them the variations that are suited to their body, which, again, for a conventional instructor who has been taught this way because it's catered to this type of body, they haven't lived in this body to know that ain't gonna work for everybody. So where they might know how to make a move harder or how to make a move easier, do they know how to make that move effective for somebody with a broad back or wide hips or big chest? That's where this coaching session came in really handy. And I said, look, where you'd have to put a beginner at level 0, a plus size person may need a -1. And that's not wrong, that's not bad, but you need to be aware that this could be a possibility that you will have to plan for. It also got them to reflect on their pole journeys themselves and how it felt being in the classroom for the first time. That was very important as well, because we assume when, again, the skinny bodies come in and they're getting these beginner moves in like the first or second class, where a plus size person, it may take them weeks or months to get the basics. So yeah, it was a really, really interesting session. And since I have had multiple studios and individuals reach out for further coaching. Let me...
Yeah, I'll let you find the video so we can play it. I want to ask the ladies in the room, is it something that you guys will consider?
I've done it. I've dabbled.
Okay. What was your thoughts?
I enjoyed it. The pain though, man.
The pain?
The pain on the pole and your skin, like the friction. It's one of those things. It's like, when you do spin for the first time, right, the spin back is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But after a while, obviously, conditioning, you get used to it. It's one of those things. I think I just didn't. I wasn't consistent, so I've probably done about five, six classes in my lifetime, and I'm like, I know that if I went back to pole now, I would smash it because I'm so much stronger now. In terms of my upper body and my core, it was literally like early with my fitness journey, so I didn't really have much upper body strength. Whereas now, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'd probably be really sick. So I might.
Okay. Christy, what about you?
No, she said the bigger girls would be starting at minus. I'll be starting at -10.
No.
No.
Why?
Because my upper body is not strong.
But isn't that also part of the point of it, right? To
Yeah.
strengthen it.
And it's also a misconception.
Mm.
It's the first thing I get from slim girls, big girls. Oh, I can't hold up my. Have you looked at me and you? Have you looked at us?
No, I can't lie. I struggle. My upper body strength is.
The misconception
in
is
the
that
bin.
yes, you do. There is a considerable amount of weight that you do have to hold on your own. But with pole, and this was kind of, I feel why these classes sold out was that kind of boundary was broken as soon as these bigger girls got two legs off the floor. There's contact points, so you're not just always hanging off your arms. You've got your armpit, you've got the back of your knees, up the side of your leg, all these grip points that compensate for you holding your weight. So yeah, I don't ever want to hear that.
I mean, I have
can't
strong
hold my
legs. I
weight.
do. That I
There
do.
you go. And
But
exactly. That would
need
be
to
your
work on
lowest grip point. That all then your arms need to do is just hold on. So, yeah, don't let that deter you. Honestly,
It's really fun though. Like it's actually a fun.
Class.
Yeah, and I've always said I was a stripper in my former life, so.
Hey. Hey. Well, you got an ass with it.
No, pole was sick.
couldn't
It's
do
so
that.
fun. Sorry?
I couldn't say that.
What?
He's a
I
stripper.
got a fat ass. Yeah, you can't.
Oh.
Sorry.
You know, there was this conversation about Lizzo and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, obviously Lizzo kind of represented a particular, demographic and things of that nature. But with time, obviously, she lost weight and things of that nature. Are you ever worried that, for example, let's just say you decide to do things differently, you lose weight, and people feel like, wait a minute, I don't think you represent us anymore. Are you ever worried about that reality? Or do you feel like I have to remain this way in order to still do my mission?
I mean, if people are becoming healthier, whether that means they've lost weight or becoming healthier in themselves, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Myself included. Where now I look a particular way and I weigh a particular weight, I'm in the category that I'm in by default. If I then lose weight, it ain't happened in the past like decade or so, but if it does happen, I mean, my journey is still my journey. I have still learnt the skills that I've learnt through living in this bigger body and then having lost the weight. Would I feel qualified to still teach or, I wouldn't say represent, but still teach the type of classes that I teach? Possibly not. I would, till my dying day, still advocate for it. But for me, seeing is believing.
Okay.
And where the students right now can see a big girl teaching us big girls, for me to say, yeah, I'm teaching plus size pole, it would just be like what you just saw in that video.
Yeah.
Just regular quote unquote instructors teaching pole classes. And there just happens to be bigger learners there.
Yeah.
I've seen this debate with Meghan Trainor and Lizzo where, in fact, it came up on one of these curvy pages I follow. Do we agree that these people who, were promoting body positivity and body confidence now taking injections and lost the weight, do they still represent us? I mean, you have to do what you have to do. And if that's what they thought was right, like I said, I still feel that Lizzo and Meghan still advocate for plus size people. They've lived that life, but it just wasn't for them. They wanted a change. Am I purposely trying to drop or lose. No, get healthy, yes, always. But I love my food. It's as simple as.
Yeah.
I don't see that changing anytime soon. But through pole, my body has definitely gone through changes. You see a big girl right here, but there's a little bit of muscle under here. So it inadvertently, through what I'm doing, I am becoming healthier. However, I have a figure, a stature that is just, it wants to stay how it is.
Yeah, I heard.
And I'm good with that.
I heard. I was gonna say, oh, that's a shame that I feel as though you might feel some sort of way about still maybe teaching, instructing plus size women if you're not that, right? But everything you just said after that makes perfect sense to me. But it did remind me of a conversation we had. Obviously, it's not the same. Hopefully, people can understand the parallels, right? But we did have a conversation with somebody who used to be transgender, right? And people were like, wait a minute, you can't speak for transgenders anymore. And in my head, I was thinking, how does this make sense? She literally was transgender for 5-6 years. Surely she's still in a position where she can, from experience, still talk about those things and how it affects people who've gone through particular things. So yes, I understand what you're saying about maybe not feeling you can still instruct in the same way and all that sort of stuff. But again, what you said afterwards makes perfect sense, innit? You know what I'm saying? Because seeing is believing. You know what I'm saying? And you do want to, I guess, appeal to those people to be like, yo, what I'm doing here, you can do too. You know what I'm saying? This is why you're in a position to say to Christy, no, what you're saying, that's a misconception. No, you can actually do this. You know what I'm saying? But, Brent, you got a video for us?
Yes.
Just because they got the money,
what?
they ain't better.
What?
Is this the one?
I know that.
That's what you sent me.
Damn. You sure you sent me the right video?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't even know whose page that is.
Oh, serious?
Oh no, hold on. I
Mm.
think it's because my profile's private.
Oh, so
Okay.
Yes, because I tried to actually
Just
like,
follow you.
Oh,
yeah, and I was like, why can't I?
sorry guys.
Okay.
Again,
Follow.
this is another part of me. I have, like I said, I made my Instagram late in my life in general, and I've always had a private profile.
Yeah.
Last year, just before I qualified, I made a TikTok account, and TikTok is public
Okay.
because I wanted to see how the world would receive me. My Instagram is only the pole and aerial community, my family, close friends, but TikTok is everybody. And like I see some of my pole friends with open accounts, bigger girls, have the most amount of trolling. In fact, there's one person in particular who makes her memes and her reels about the comments. In fact, a few that make the memes and the reels about the troll comments that they get. And some of the comments are horrible. And I'm like, good Lord, how would I deal with that if that was to come to me? And touch wood, like it ain't happened yet. But at this point, come for me, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready
Come
for the
on.
trolls.
It's part and parcel, though, isn't it? Part and parcel.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. But yeah, my TikTok account is now open, and I put stuff on there mainly to promote now what I do and to let people see that it can be done. And this is a big part of the reason why these classes are now taken off.
Okay. Sick,
Yeah.
sick.
Did I accept?
Yeah, you have to accept the thing. But whilst that's happening, Brent, there's another video, if you don't mind playing that instead.
Is it that one?
And this is basically from someone called Layla Davis, I believe.
Yeah.
And she's obviously instrumental
There you go.
in this particular world. And it kind of goes back to the previous conversation that we had with CeeCee about the whole sex worker thing. Because it seems to be a conversation that's happening in that community where it seems as though some people are not paying homage, you know what I'm saying? And this is basically her perspective on that as an instructor.
Okay.
Like to distance pole from its roots, and it's just so important that we don't do that. Like, I feel like the most authentic way to learn these particular types of styles that are so popular are from strippers and sex workers themselves.
Meet Layla Davis, aka Cutie Whippingham, the creator of Blackstage, a company that centers queer pole dancers of colour. She created Blackstage in 2020 as a response to the lack of diversity in the industry, ensuring people who exist in the intersex of society are given ample space to shine in pole. Layla also makes it clear that sex workers are at the forefront of Blackstage, a necessity in an industry that she believes doesn't create a safe space for them. Black former sex workers like Marsha P. Johnson, Gloria Lockett, and Miss Major Griffin Gracie are just a few who contributed to shaping the community and fighting for sex workers' rights. Pole dancing was predominantly synonymous with sex workers, but today it's become more mainstream and is often rebranded as pole fitness.
When sex workers become invisible, it becomes more dangerous because no one's looking out for them. No one cares about their safety. So it's really important to make sure that while practicing pole, we constantly are informing people of where it came from and the importance of supporting sex workers and that style of pole.
Layla says that traditionally, pole competitions are very gender binary, have gendered categories, and aren't open enough to anyone who's just different. The rules can be pretty rigid on what you can wear, on who can and can't show their nipples, the types of categories you can or can't enter, and can also be quite difficult for transgender people.
And there has been a few instances where some trans people have been asked about like their gender or their sex at birth for like categorization. It's just so like unnecessary. Like, why would you need to know that information?
Layla creates that space for freedom of expression without limits at Blackstage and is looking forward to showcasing this expression at her annual showcase on Saturday the 5th of April. 13 pole dancers, including Layla, will hit the stage and perform. The theme for this year's show is Audacity. Layla is solidifying the message that queer pole dancers of colour can fearlessly bring their sexy and authentic selves to the stage without limits.
There's no reason to not lean into the things that make you feel empowered by being sexy.
Blackstage will be at the Clapham Grand on Saturday the 5th of April with a big spotlight on those within the queer community who are so often overlooked.
People like to distance.
Tickets pinned to the top of the chat.
I follow her.
Oh, is it?
I met her and it's annoying because I'm trying to remember what we've met her before. Yeah, she's amazing though. Like her skill, like yeah, she's really good.
See, I understand where she's coming from, yeah, in terms of wanting to be inclusive and things of that nature. But I think it kind of goes back to what you were saying earlier. Those certain people want to feel safe in a particular space, innit? And if those lines are kind of blurred, how does that help anybody? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, can't we make pole for everybody whilst giving everybody space to be amongst, their like-minded people? Or is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. It's just feasible. Like, how feasible is it? Like, I'm seeing, we have pole jams, which are just like crash sessions that people put together, very like informal. So right now you've got queer pole jams, you've got South Asian pole jams, you've got Black Girl Spin pole jams, you've got Movement Motive, my friend does pole jams. There's pole jams coming out with all these different subcultures, which is fine. Like, it's something that people just organize and do. But for everybody, I mean, pole should just be a safe place in its own right. But there are so many different subcultures. It's a case of you finding your fit or creating your own. I think that's kind of what I'm not going to keep saying I've done, like I'm the pioneer, but what I've created now at Palace, or what we've opened now and curated at Palace in South London, is that safe space for plus size polars. Yeah. I'm saying it because off the top of my head, regular classes in London for plus size learners hasn't happened.
Jillian just asked the question, how do you determine what is plus size? Is it based on the size they wear, or is it based on weight? I ask if curvy / mid-size doesn't work.
Yeah, so this goes back to that bio that I put out for the class, where I literally reeled off every single thing I could that could relate to somebody of size, so that nobody felt excluded, nobody felt offended. But there are clearly levels to plus size. You do have the mid-size. You do have people that are just curvy. You've got BBW. You've got fat. You've got thick. You've got voluptuous. There's so many taglines. And there is no kind of, quote-unquote, one size fits all. But and I couldn't have somebody come to my class and me say, no, you're not big enough to be here. I have dealt with that in a different way because of the studio that's run.
Yeah.
I can filter them into other classes that will be more tailored for them.
Okay.
And that then where I get to kind of take hold and be like, okay, this is the space I'm creating for this type of women. But with regards to size, it's big. And I know it's subjective because it's how you identify.
Exactly.
But I go into a class, a normal class, and I can easily tell that I'm the biggest one in the room.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't fit in this space.
Yeah.
I've had people come into the space that I've got, and they're quite easily not the same size as everybody else. And that's where kind of I can then interject. They might say, no, I feel perfectly comfortable here, but how does it make everybody else feel?
Yeah.
And that's what I've had to take into account. So to the question, there's no definition of plus size, and I can't say it's down to the size you wear. I'm an 18, but my 18 could look very different to somebody else's 18. It's a case of, this will sound very broad. You come and you see, innit? Like, I can't say it any other way. It's, and I don't want to say morbidly obese because that's wrong. It's not. But these are bigger women. If you can go to a normal class, and I say normal, out of all the studios you've got in London, go to a class and be comfortable in that class, then you don't necessarily need to be in a plus size class. I know that sounds all kinds of wrong. And like I said, I've had the issue with this mid-size kind of grey area region. Like, I'm not quite plus size, but I'm not quite, This is quite categorically for the other side of the spectrum, the bigger girls that don't fit.
I feel like I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's such a hard...
It should be clear to the individual, basically.
It should.
Yeah.
And it's at that stage...
It shouldn't be up for debate.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. That's basically what you're saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why did you say it like that?
Because it's weird. It's. I've got friends. I've got a pole friend.
Just ask me.
I've got a pole friend who kind of took herself out of a plus size group because she felt too small. And not even that she felt that the bigger girls in the group felt she was too small to be in that group.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets political because it really shouldn't have to be. But
would you have considered, not to cut you, would you have considered her plus size then for your class? Would she have fit into your class?
No.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
There you go. So that makes sense then, because there's consistency there.
But
Right?
it's horrible in a sense that it then makes her feel like, well, where do I belong? Because I can't go to that type of class and don't feel, I don't feel welcome there.
Yeah.
But then you're basically saying I can't.
Come
I'm
here.
not. Yeah.
I wanna do an exercise. I want to put some pictures up, and he would say, yes, they're allowed to come, and no, they're not allowed to come.
Oh my! But this is horrible.
What are we meant to be doing?
Don't get me cancelled.
I have not been talking because I'm thinking, I can't get involved in this conversation. Wait, let me just retract that.
This is
because
unfair.
I thought we would already passed this point. Why don't you say, no, you're not big enough? That is crazy to me.
This is unfair.
To be fair.
Hold on.
This eye test that you're saying,
They can't even see your face. You know, make it. You ain't getting in. No, it's not like that. And I don't want, like I said, it's. Sometimes I just say things blunt when it gets to this kind of stage. Call me fat, yeah? And I'm comfortable with it. I'm fat. I want a class for fat girls.
Okay.
I want to be in a fat class. Yeah? And again, you might have a smaller girl that still feels she's fat, but it's quite clear cut in the society we live in. Like, let's not call a spoon, or let's call a spade. One of the two. My bad. But it
makes sense though. Like when
and like
you're
I
saying
said,
it like that,
the class, this is now my space. And if I know the type of girls that are coming into my space, and somebody comes in that doesn't quite fit the majority of the safe space that I've created, I'm not saying, well, no, you can't come in like that. That's not what my pole community or my pole ethos is.
Yeah.
And I will, like I said, filter them out into classes where they will feel more comfortable, yeah, like that word, with being in a space
Yeah.
more suited to them.
Yeah.
So my question, CeeCee, is
Yeah.
to save them being embarrassed, can they send you pictures beforehand so that you can say yes or no?
Oh my God, why we go? How did we get here?
Don't you think it's embarrassing if it is they come and you say no?
I would never say no. I would, if they've come to the class, it will never be you're not coming in today.
Yeah.
You do the class, and then after the class, I have a conversation.
Ah.
Yeah, I would. No, that's wrong.
This is what I'm saying.
At the door, it's about at the door, like no,
you're not
no.
big
It's
enough.
not that. It's not that. You're not big enough.
And the ones that are there, your students, do they kind of stare at them, kind of make them feel uncomfortable? And do
No.
they whisper at you?
They feel uncomfortable, and they don't whisper. I get the messages after the class.
Yeah.
Like, oh, CeeCee, like, and I can't say it's happened often. And again, I'm still a relatively new instructor.
Yeah.
But I think once things have been going for long enough and you know what the expectation is, you then kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
I
what's
can't
known
make it
doesn't have to be said.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
It made it sound really harsh. Like I'm sitting there, like, oh my God, I know you've heard about this 6-foot party.
Oh yeah. Daddy was talking about
I
it.
was talking about that.
This is like
You might have felt excluded.
this is like the BBW party. Yeah, I'm at the
Don't wanna be there,
door.
No, but that's the thing though. Like, if in those categories that's okay, why can't it be okay across the board?
Yeah.
Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you should feel no way.
Because people always have something to say.
They do. It's not right, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happens. The men just be suffering in silence. Speaking of men,
I accepted you, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Long time.
Thank you.
like I was saying, speaking of men, yeah.
And which one's the video?
I would do that one that's split in 4 further down.
Okay. Oh, this one here.
But no, down. 2 down. On the left, black and white.
All right, wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Well, whilst Brent's loading up,
Or you could just choose. I ain't gonna.
You don't want me to choose.
Yeah. don't.
I got a penchant. I got a
No.
penchant.
don't give him that free.
Yeah, please. Yeah, don't give him that option.
Right. Yeah, speaking of men, yeah. Obviously, this is not me trying to be, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people think I have an e-gender, right? It's not the case. Big up Fernand and everybody. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure you would say that, like, some of people who do pole, like, men are some of the best, right, at doing pole. Is that correct? So
In my opinion.
Yeah, so I just want you to obviously give the flowers to the men for thriving in that
100%.
space.
And when I say some of the best polers, I'm talking about my pole stars. I spoke to you. I said we spoke about it, and I said no, don't be fooled. Like, men are some of the best polers in my opinion.
So wait, no, sorry. Is your class mixed genders?
My class is men are welcome.
Okay.
Men are welcome, but it's hard enough getting men to come to a classroom, let alone a plus size man come to a classroom. However, there is a plus size male polar in East London who I followed and who I've learnt from. And again, the spaces that he creates, people of that kind of demographic would be more inclined to go and learn from someone like him. So this is why I say things are up and coming, things are changing, but it's going to need the presence. Like, you see people that look like you and you're going to be like, yeah, I want to learn from them.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
No, because I'm just wondering, because if a man shows up and it's all plus size women, are they going to be seeing the door?
As long as he's a plus size man, like,
Okay.
no discrimination.
That's for the south classes, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
For the west classes, he'll be fine, isn't it? Like, any sort of build.
Yeah. So the only thing we have, and we're quite, my studio owner is quite cautious of that in West London, is faith. So there are some Muslim girls that come.
Oh, yes.
Some of them come covered. She will notify them beforehand to say if a person who has identified as a male.
Yeah.
This male has booked on. She won't say, oh, someone's booked on. She'd just say, this class may not be suited to you today.
Yeah.
So that then they have the option to cancel, rebook without breaching all the GDPR. But yeah, that's just to give them that kind of heads up. But people sign up to that studio knowing that it is mixed gender.
Yeah.
She's very open about that.
I see people in the chat talking. Coffee, look, you have to open up your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, hijab is on
Don't
the
be
pole.
stuck in the past, Coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, yeah, join the movement and support it. But also, yeah, is there any difference between pole and yoga? Because a man can join a yoga class that's predominantly with women and no one feels some sort of way, right?
And Pilates.
And thank you very much, right?
What?
Christy, would you feel some sort of way
About
if,
what?
for example, a man joined your Pilates class or your yoga class?
No.
So why is the pole different? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this something that all of us need to come to terms with? Where it's like, or am I completely
I think
talking
it's,
crap here?
I don't know, to be quite honest, from the inside, a guy comes into a class, trans, gay, whatever, and I don't bat an eyelid. And more often than not, students of that class don't bat an eyelid.
Yeah.
I can see how it would look to someone outside of the industry. Oh, guy doing pole. Is he? Doesn't matter to us. Like, it's...
Okay.
He's doing what we're doing. We have this shared interest. He could be a cat, dog, a bird, you know. But I think still to the outside world, pole has its kind of its image, its perceptions. But it's a big wide world, and I've seen quite a bit of it. So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel or what your views or preconceptions are about men in pole.
I'm for it, to be honest.
I can't lie. If I was there, I'd be like, why are you here? I would honestly be thinking, why are you here?
Serious.
Yeah,
Wow.
I would.
I mean,
Toxicity.
100%.
it's not toxicity.
You have to get used to it, though, to be honest.
It's
I guess if you want to call me that.
What, safety concerns?
What? Safety concerns? I guess, because, sorry, trigger warning for all the
Put it up.
politically correct people. I associate with being feminine. Obviously, that's very could be very toxic.
Like firemen?
No, I didn't say that.
They go up and down
as in-
poles all day.
feminine, she said.
No, I hear what you said.
Okay.
Firemen feminine.
Anyway, are they are firemen dancing on the pole?
They
as
do
they're
a
coming
lot
down?
of skilled work up and down the pole.
Anyway, I don't
With
know why
gear on.
I don't know why you brought that on.
With gear on.
Why? Because again, even if you're going to like quote unquote like strip clubs, like if I'm going there, I would think I'm going there and I'm seeing women. I'm on the pole. You get what I'm saying? Because typically that's what I'm going to see. I'm not typically thinking
Chocolate
I'm going to
City?
see men on the pole.
Again, I think
Chocolate City?
coming from the inside, it is a lot more common than you think.
In South as well.
Male strippers, male polers, male pole dancers. If you can find oh my gosh, it's Young Pole Masters Playhouse.
Bruh.
He is a black American poler who runs a whole pole entity
Come on.
of strippers, sex workers in the USA. Highly talented. And again, he's showcasing the male side of pole, which again, I think it's more prevalent in the US. You will see it more in the US than you'll see it here, but it is present here. It is present here.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good point. Sorry, it is a good point.
Yeah.
But why not just calisthenics?
But it's the same thing. I see it as the same thing.
Well, no, because like we said, it's not just it's not just raising yourself up into a flag. They dance.
Actual.
He use poles all the
They-
time.
Yeah, but it's the actual
Horizontal poles.
There's also the sexual part to it, though, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Sexual, sensual. They dance. They wear heels. They wear outfits. And there is nothing wrong with that.
At all.
Yeah. So yeah, part of it is calisthenics, but again, it's going into that kind of pole fitness versus pole dance realm.
Yeah.
There are.
I don't mean
She
to.
said what she said.
So I heard correct.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
I thought I heard something else.
When in Rome,
know.
bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes, pole apparel for men.
No, the apparel part,
exists.
that part makes sense because we all need to be covered. But you said some other stuff, other
Comfortable.
accessories. Huh?
Heels.
The heels and all them things.
Yes.
So, okay.
It's not obligatory, and some male dancers dance barefoot, but
Because in my head, I'm thinking, why can't you just do... Obviously, I don't know if there is one, right? But obviously, I'm learning, innit? But why can't a man just do the male equivalent? Why does he have to wear the heels like the women do, if that makes sense? Can't you just wear crepes and... I don't know.
so that is a different side of pole.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a different side of pole that do dress as a man would. Trainers, joggers.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Pardon my ignorance, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's what we're
learning.
here for, to be honest, man.
Yeah,
But like I said, the heels, men in heels for me, now it's,
it's normal.
yeah.
Okay, I hear it.
Yeah.
And like I said, they are some of the best. They are some of the best. And again, my whole, me, however many years ago, who'd never seen this before, the first time I saw it, I was a bit like, oh. But I was pleasantly surprised at the talent. Obviously, me, I'm doing my classes thinking, yeah, okay, I'm getting good. And then I see a male polar doing some crazy business in heels, twirling, dancing, spinning up in the air, doing all the quote-unquote calisthenics, pole dancing. And it amazed me.
Yeah.
And I've continued to see it now. And yes, I've got so many pole stars up there in the world, but I'm telling you categorically, for me, it's the men that have shown me the most amount of skill. No disrespect to my lady polars, I love you, but I just
Why do you think that is?
the lady polars, or the men.
The men are more skillful.
Why is that, Emmanuel?
I think
I mean, I wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning.
Why
So
are they
I would have thought it
skillful?
wasn't the case.
Yeah. Is it because of their natural upper body
you.
strength?
this is
Is that what it is?
Strength based now.
Strength face.
That's what I would assume.
That's what I didn't.
There are two in particular that are quite trick heavy, but with a really good flow. Who, yes, I would totally agree that it is that testosterone that allows them to do such acrobatic things in the air. I wish I could give names so you could have a look, but that'd be. We could do this. We could do that part later. But then there are others that just do low flow, so stuff on the floor in their heels that I've seen multiple people try to recreate the same kind of flow, and it just doesn't look as good. I can't pinpoint why. I can't pinpoint why.
All right. Well, obviously that makes a lot of sense. You mentioned something before. Your hoodie.
Yeah.
See you later, Gina.
Bye.
Your hoodie. Please talk to us about your hoodie, because this is a black owned organization, company
Come on.
that is killing it and supporting. Please talk to us about them.
Okay, so the brand I'm wearing today is by a group called Kadeo. I don't even know if you can see it in the camera. Oh, there we go, Kadeo. So Midlands-based, black Afrocentric pole wear company. The name comes from the owners. First names begin with K and E, and then Dea from Jamaican, Caribbean patois. Kadeo, exactly. We're here, we're present. Co, just to play on words for company. So Kadeo Co, that's where it comes from. They have various, I've got another one in my bag actually, a little crop. Something like 6 thighs, 8 thighs, or pretty eyes and thick thighs, I don't know. They've got all different types of slogans. They've got their own custom made pole girls. This one is a don't touch my hair, don't touch my pole hoodie. They do kind of African print now, pole wear, tote bags. 100%. I'm always down for supporting black-owned businesses.
Come on.
And they are one of very few, if not the only, black Afrocentric pole wear company in the UK.
Big them up, man. Big them up.
Yeah, all day.
We might need to try and get them on the show, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be good. That'd be good.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we do have to wrap up, but it's been an amazing,
100%.
amazing conversation. You've really opened up our minds, you know what I'm saying, and our eyes to what goes on in pole. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that we need to be learning too, you know what I'm saying. Yes, we got a video that we want to show the people.
Volume. Pew. There you go.
I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know your name. Oh, come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know your name. Oh, yeah. You look so sexy. You really turn me on. Blow my mind every time I see your face, girl.
Come on.
Come on. And is the heels in question?
I would brock my ankle.
No.
Brucka.
Don't limit yourself, Christy.
Brucka.
Those
I'd have you in 8 inches in less than 8 weeks.
impossible. Impossible.
I think you should try it, man. Respectfully, of course. I can't.
Told you, I can't say stuff like that. I keep my mouth shut.
I'm trying. I'm sorry, guys.
It will help build up my upper body strength.
I'm saying to you, man. Obviously, when we were first talking about this episode here and you coming on as a guest, you did have space in your course, right? But obviously, like you mentioned, courses, you know what I'm saying, hot demand, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything in the future that people can look forward to?
100%.
Please talk to
Yes.
them.
So, obviously not plus size focused. This show today is Polish for every woman and every body.
Sick.
And I want that to be paramount. Even though this is what I'm doing, there is a space for everybody. That includes men. In pole.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't look at you in particular, Penny, but I'm just saying, I'm going to make it clear. It is for everybody. There is a space for everybody. And like I mentioned before, whatever place you are at in life, it is such a, like, there's gym culture, diet culture. Pole for me was my therapy to help rebuild me, rebuild my confidence. And I've seen it help people of my same stature or demographic, but also people who suffer from other things, such as mental health, eating disorders on the other end of the spectrum, you name it. So yeah, it is paramount that you know that it is for everybody. With regards to things that I am still doing, I have my classes that go on in West London. I can send you the details. And there is something that will be announced very shortly. I don't know if I can say too much on it, but it's with a plus-sized dance entity.
Okay.
They've got a affiliation with Nike, and there is going to be an announcement very soon about a course that's going to be running with me in collaboration with the founder. Looking at similar to what I'm doing now, but with more focus to a video shoot at the end of the course. Big things in the pipeline. And like I said, I'll send you all the contact details.
Please do.
Yeah. I am not a gatekeeper. So for everyone, I can't even sum my eyes about get to see everything in the comments. But for anyone who wants any information, I will push them in the best direction I know, or to find, or I will find someone who could get the answer for them if they want to try any classes, at least in and around London. I'm quite well connected. And yeah, I feel it, even if you've never considered it, if you try at least one class and you say you've given it a go before knocking it, like that would be the best thing for me. I did it once and it changed my life. Here I am, like 6 years later, killing it. I'm about to perform on Saturday at the first plus size pole and aerial showcase in South London.
Come on.
Yeah.
So is there still tickets for that?
That's sold out.
That's sold out as well.
I'm telling you, because this is so new and upcoming, things are just going left, right, and center. I didn't even get a ticket for my mum. My mum's one of my biggest supporters, by the way.
Big up Mumsy.
Biggest supporter, but she didn't get a ticket. So.
Amazing. So guys, in fact, your West London studio, can you mention the name so that people can just do their Googles?
It's the pole and aerial unit in Perryvale.
Okay. So guys, if you're interested, because obviously I've seen a lot of people interested. Antonia, quite a few people in it, been showing their interest in potentially getting some lessons from you, man. So, again, Thank you for tuning up. Sorry.
Oh my God,
Turning
wait,
up.
there is one more thing.
Talk to us.
Sorry, B Valley. That's going to be announced as well. I could not forget.
B Valley?
No, B Valley. It's a plus size pole version. It's going to be running at Aquila Pole Studio on February the 21st by one of my girls, Petty Filani. She performed in Black Stage that you just saw, Layla's entity.
on.
She'll be running that next month. So yeah, get to that.
It sounds like a way community to get in, to be honest.
Come on. Sick. So yeah, once again, CeeCee, thank you for joining us.
Amazing.
Chat, everybody listening. Thank you for tuning in. Obviously, we'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place, and whatnot. Obviously, well, your Instagram is on the screen.
Oh. Yes.
Obviously, even though it's private, yeah, are you okay? People like come to Instagram, or should they go to your TikTok instead?
Go to my TikTok instead.
TikTok, guys.
Yeah,
What's your
yeah.
TikTok?
It's the same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
All right. So
Yeah,
the
man,
TikTok
support.
is
Call me curvaceous.
Call Me Curvaceous.
Come on, guys.
CALLMECURVACEOUS.
Yes. All right. Thank you once again.
Thanks.
Brocka.
Take care, everybody. Have a blessed rest of the day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes. Drink water. Be kind and mind your business.
Yeah, man.